afternoon walk by way of a change. Normally we're off and back before lunch, but we're down on the west coast at Strawn today. Waves of showers coming in, but very light, and quite an interesting place, Strawn. Bit of a hint out there through the trees where we are today. It's an afternoon walk by way of a change, and we'll see more as we wander on. Wandering along another coastal path, not a river this time, but along the edge of the water nonetheless. Bit of a clue there, and more there. And we'll be heading across to Strawn. Quite a well-maintained pathway along what's known as Long Bay, an arm of Macquarie Harbour which has a long and storied history. Peeking through the bush, as you can see, it's got the Pinus Punt. I suspect it's to do with people collecting human pine. And like much of the west coast, it's a very wet climate, so there are creeks and runoffs all over the place, and here's one now. Quite a nice flow to the water, nice sound to it as well. Coming off the bridge, there's the path ahead, or this walkway through the scrub, so we'll take that for a little way. This has followed that little creek in that we just crossed. Brings us to the shore of Long Bay. There's Strawn on the other side of the cove. It's a fairly gentle, reasonably level walk across there. And we'll have a coffee when we get there. Back up to the path. And back on we go. Sun's out at the moment. Almost starting to feel warm. 20 seconds later and the sun's gone. This is the joy of the west coast and large parts of Tassie as a whole. Very much a maritime location. Boats everywhere. One's still in use, I suspect. Across the road we have the People's Park. I'd best have a look. Place for an overnight stop. But with public facilities up the back there, and a nice spot for a picnic. There's a 40-minute walk up the back there, but we don't have time for that today. That goes up to Hogarth's Falls. On a bit of a time constraints today. My lift back home is also working in Strawn today, and they have a time limit for when they have to be out to get back to work. Let's keep walking. Small cluster of dwellings. Restaurant here from 5:30 till late, if you're about. An opportunity to get into the self-contained accommodation business if you're interested. And a bit of a walk away from the water here, take us around the corner and back into a view of it. Gonna take some layers off. The humidity is creeping up enormously quickly. Probably 10 minutes time we'll put that back on. And as we come around the corner, we open up back onto the bay. Off to bar the wharf, unless you're authorised. I believe there was a successful convict escape from Macquarie Harbour. I'll put the link in the show notes. Lots of vegetation here along the edge, protecting the banks, I guess. Just when the wind blows, this body of water will become very savage. Starting to get closer to the beating heart of Strawn. You can see the far bank of Macquarie Harbour over there. You go out this body of water and turn right, or to starboard, I guess, to head out into the Great Southern Ocean. has a history in Tasmanian hydro times. Is into Macquarie Harbour, and one of the benefits of not having it dammed back in the 80s was the development of the Gordon River cruises. Those small country towns never disappoint. There's the War Memorial. This one, as ever, commemorates those who fought in the First World War, 1418. Simple obelisk form. Quite touching. And of course the three words, lest we forget. Well, it's quite a thriving town, as you can see from the waterfront shops here. It was the ocean outlet for the miners. The current working hotel, Hamer's Hotel. Don't know anything about it, but if you do, drop a comment below. One of the Gordon River cruising boats. It's still not without controversy, Macquarie Harbour. The Macquarie Harbour skate, quite a rare and endangered species apparently. And some argue that it's being put at risk by the salmon farmers. Quite a sizable organisation, the Gordon River Cruises. Probably brought in a lot more money than the dam would have done. They would have made Tassie an even bigger battery for renewables. They're already being linked up to the mainland to send our excess power over when they need it. Early spring, the narcissus out and about. I can recommend the coffee shack. Shuts at 2, so well past that now. But I do a good coffee and a very good raspberry white chocolate almond slice. And the B29 to Queenstown, where we were last week. Drop a link at the end of this video for that video. A simple, not overly ornate place, Strawn. Nice feel to it, very much alive, which is what happens when country towns find their mojo.